And we're back. We're just gonna get right into it. All right. Setting up the phone chat because OBS doesn't show my chat sometimes. Like, I think it was last stream or the stream before. Someone was talking in my chat and it wasn't showing up, and then when I ended my stream, they all came up at the same time. I was like, great. It was hiding messages. The person was even going crazy. They're like, I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. Like, they just kept repeating the same message. I was like, Jesus, I feel bad for them. So, I'm just gonna queue up, and we're gonna go check the other room to make sure the stream is actually live. But yeah, we're gonna go right into a boss. I'm just gonna queue up as soon as we're done loading in. I've just been programming all night. I didn't sleep. I finally fixed a bug, a single bug. And it was more like 3 bugs across 3 different scripts, but they were all a part of the same like system. So programming problems, but I finally fixed it, and now I can move on to the next step of game design, have more fun. Ah, man. All right. We're almost in. Yeah, for those who don't know or don't remember, I've made like about 4 things. I think 3 of them count as video games for like a game jam. And one of them I made over the course of a month, and that one I'm really proud of. It's on itch for free, all of them. But I've said before, it has like multiple endings and stuff. It's an actual game, so I'm gonna try and make something even better than that with this project I've been working on. So that's why I'm like spending so long fixing one bug. I was like, I want to make sure this works before I go on to the next thing, so I don't have like a compounded problem of like, all right, we'll solve that problem later as long as it's working, right? And then we keep doing that for all of the systems. Wait, why can't I move? What the hell? My controller's not working. What the fuck's going on? Why is my controller not working? Maybe a different port? Metal Gear Solid style? My controller's not working. It's lit up, so it's connected to my computer. The game isn't registering my controller. I'm just gonna close it. We're relaunching. I can't believe we have to fucking already experience a bug. Oh yeah, we got Orange Buster the achievement before. The hell is going on? If they updated the game and introduced a bug, I feel for that. Honestly, understandable. Coding is hard. I can't even imagine what it's like in Nightreign, but oh, dude, that sucks. My controller is lit up, which means it's connected. So it's not like, oh, my computer's not picking up my controller. It's like, no, it's working as it should. Oh, okay. I hit pause and it looked like it's skipping. There we go. Okay. Yeah, whatever. If you get a penalty for disconnecting in roundtable hold, I have no idea what to feel about this game. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go set it up on the other computer because this takes a second. Gonna make sure that my fucking stream is actually live because I plug my phone in behind me and I can't actually see the thing. So to check it, I need to go on a different computer. Unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna plug my phone. Yep. Okay. And we're about halfway in. The controller's working now, so we should be good. That was actually a game bug, though. That's weird. All right, we're good. And I sent out the chat signal. I let my family know that we're in. We're set. That was weird that the game was glitched out. Okay, cool. It's working now. We're here for the story mode, right? Yes. So, previously on Elden Ring, Nightreign, we got as many chapters as we can for everybody. They're at the remembrance part, so we're going to try and get everybody there. Don't know who I need to beat for that. Maybe I gotta go talk to the Iron Menial. Okay, he's on to, she's on to. Wait, everybody has a remembrance but her. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. That was weird. OBS just went black for a second. Like the whole thing. Is my screen on? It's so weird. What the fuck is going on today? Okay. So we actually just have the Duchess. Let's do one. I think I know which boss I have to fight for her, so. Oh, that's kind of cool. There we go. A Duchess ability. Wait. One of those is really good. It's like at the end of your combo, it rewinds time. So you get to use your skill constantly. It's so nice. Alright. Why is it so quiet? What the hell is going on? It just tried to close OBS on me. Like, I'm not even joking. I just looked over to my left and it was like, so are you sure you want to close OBS? The fuck is happening, dude? I pulled an all-nighter. My brain's not fully on. Also, is the in-game music off or am I going crazy? What the fuck is happening? No, it's just super quiet. Yeah. There we go. So that should be good. Sure, yeah, let's just get our first level in gear. I've learned from our past mistakes. Don't go straight for the jail. I mean, you can. It's like a level 1 challenge, though. Might as well hit level 2. Instead of making it like 10 times harder on yourself. Charged attack, ranged attacks. That's good for them. Tankier. Okay. Now it's too loud, but I'm sure it's good on OBS, so I'm just gonna turn my headphones down. Alright. Beetle? Maybe? No beetle. Maybe? No. Yes, but only because I want to hit this one. Okay, they're going this way. I was hoping we'd hit this. And then go here. But this could be a good snowball. Like, start strong from this power up here. I'm just gonna try and lock in. Let's see how much progress I could just make in a day. What? Maybe they have a story mission over there? I didn't see what they pinged. Maybe they saw like a really low level boss. It's like a fucking tree sentinel. We're out. Oh, easy. It's the horseman. Anyone can really use that, let's be real. I already got a talisman. right? Ow. Damn, we're so far. Why do I always listen to people's pings? No. I know where I need to go. I'm just gonna do my own thing from now on. Yeah, now we're running from this. Damn, bro. You pinged it and now we're out? Are you serious? I'm pinging shit and I'm not following any of these people on my team all day. This has been a running theme every time we play the game. They ping something, we get there, and they're like, oh, actually, I was wrong. I'm like, hey, what's up, Donnie? How you doing? I'm like, why the fuck did I even humor this person? I said that's not a good idea, right? Like at the start, we should have went for this. We should have grabbed this, came back, and went this way. We would have been running towards the circle, but they took us to the outskirts. Like, I'm already tilted. These fucking people. Don't know where the fuck they're running. But Black Knife Assassin would be a really easy kill. See, if we came here earlier. Ugh, nope. I thought they were fighting. Level 4, maybe? We lost so much progress because we went towards their ping. Whose is that? Yep, it was the Revenant. So the first person to run away... Am I crazy? Is that what happened? Yeah. So the first person that ran away was the one that pinged that spot. What's your take on the pirate software drama? As a programmer who is making a video game right now, like literally on my whiteboard to my right, I was designing shit all morning and programming. I think... Oh wait, are you talking about the new... actually, if you go back, I called that shit. If you go back and watch yesterday's, or like last stream, and the stream before that, and the stream before, I was talking about how botting is a big thing, and faking engagement works, right? So like, I already talked about this shit. Like, I already said what was gonna... I called it out before it even happened. Whoa, that was weird. My character... I hit the attack button and they just walked forward. What the fuck? Did they patch out shared... That sucked. Anyway, kind of already said my piece on this, but I will state it again just so you guys don't have to go back in time to watch it. Yeah, Twitch has a huge... If you look up buying Twitch bots right now on Google, it's a whole industry. Like YouTube, I'm constantly having a problem of, damn... It's deleting my views, right? Like, I'm like, oh, dude, I want, like, viewership, but if somebody, like, opens it on multiple tabs, like, they tell me, right? Like, I've been telling my friends to not do that, because I noticed that it's a bad thing. So, shout out to, Lex. But you know who you are. But I told them not to do that because YouTube is like not cool with botting, right? The whole industry, right, is based on engagement and view count. So like I lose views on the front end when I end my stream almost every time. I'll have like 10 views and then it'll go back down to like 3 or 4. They take views away from me on the front end because they hold on, I should grab this one. My health goes up with all of these. That's funny. Anyway. Obviously faking engagement bad. So I actually said that like forever ago as well. I would rather not fake engagement so that I know I can confidently state to like any sponsor or anything in the future. Like, no, I made my channel successful the right way, right? Even though I only have 200 subscribers and like 10 views on my streams, I'm at the Stop Killing Games initiative. That I also made my point on. All of my games have a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? Like, they're done. They're a full game. His game, he intends to release things, Heartbound, that one I pulled up just now. He intends to update the story slowly over time through updates using the internet. That is essentially a live service. The game is live, right? It is available on Steam. So it's like, I'm not surprised by his dumbass take about not killing. Like, he doesn't like Stop Killing Games because it calls him out specifically. People like him. Corporate shills who want to make a game slowly to make more money. Like, it literally calls out a service as like games as service, but like not like Elden Ring, right? Like, if the internet goes down while I'm playing Elden Ring, I can still fucking play the game and the DLC I bought, right? I don't have to worry about the story isn't complete. Sure, there might be more content that comes out over time. That's a good thing, but as it stands right now, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to Nightreign, right? If the fucking if the world's internet goes out, some crazy natural phenomenon we've never heard of, I can still play this game. I own it, and it's a good thing that I do. I love that. He doesn't like that kind of shit because he worked for Blizzard. He wants to make an MMO, or worked for an MMO, right? He kills, right? He literally promotes games that are live service games constantly. He's playing MMOs nonstop. So that's a live service game. And I love MMOs, but again, think of like Elden Ring. You can play that online and with a bunch of people if you mod it, but again, if the internet goes out, you can still play the game. If World of Warcraft, if your internet goes out, you can't play World of Warcraft, right? That's just a fact. As much as I love that game, that's just how that shit works. So, I'm not surprised by his take, but he's not transparent, right? He specifically mentioned that he worked for Blizzard for 7 years, like on a regular, like, what did lolcal? Yeah. See, like, that's kind of what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be real. I'm not even gonna pretend to know. I've heard so many people say lol cow. I kind of know. It's just it means like they fucked up and everyone gets to laugh at them, right? Lol. And then the cow part is like an insult. Not like a weight insult, but just like you're laughing at them kind of thing. Like a tipping cows, I think, is like that's. It's not about the weight of the cow. It's just about like doing something bad, or the cow doesn't know, or some shit. Anyway, I don't even know what the fuck a lol cow means. I'm not gonna pretend. I think that's what someone described it as before to me when I was half paying attention. But either way, it's not even just that he mentions it either. It's like it's so obvious, right? His game that he's making, he had the funding, the backing years ago, and it's still in development. I've mentioned this before. As someone who has finished games, my game has like 6 different endings with full paragraphs that has like 30-minute process and a whole unique game mechanic for each one, right? You have to there's like 3 different bars, right? And progress, and if you complete one bar, it changes the ending text depending on how far you get it. That's a crazy unique mechanic. I came up with it. But there's like 9, you can have a different combination of endings, right? You can do the generic stuff, but you didn't find the secrets, so it hints that there's secrets in the ending, but it's like it's not even just to toot my own horn. It's like I made all of that shit in like a month, bro, by myself. There's like 3D models, it's a whole room you can run around in, fully coded. Orange Buster actually contributed and donated because you can like throw some money at me on itch, but it's like I made a whole fucking game in a month, right? I know what I'm talking about. So, and I'm like, go play it. I'm actually really proud of it. If I had as much money as he did and a whole team, yeah, I'd have Heartbound done. I could confidently say that. I made a whole, like, the way, and again, this is a more insulting thing to him. It goes back to the whole live service and games, like the whole Stop Killing Games initiative, the actual topic that I want to talk about too. They should have funded you instead. The thing is, I made the game anyway. I'm making the game for free. I don't even have the funding. That goes back to the whole, like, he's a Nepo baby that had a job as well. He didn't even need to, like, do half of the shit. It's just he got fired from Blizzard. That was part of the story, right? They, like, walked people into the rooms. They got rid of the Nepo baby at the time when they were getting rid of, like, Bobby Kotick and all those people. So, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know if he was actually with that wave, but I remember the story. I did subscribe to him, so I know why and how he left Blizzard. I was a fan of his. He said it openly. But either way, again, here, I'll pull up my game, because I have it on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna react to my own game, but just to show you what I'm talking about and why it's like a point of reference for, right, like video games. So there's like you're running around in a place. I'll mute it. All of these, but everything that's glowing green and red isn't interactable. Some things aren't. Some things are triggered, like orange, or things you have to unlock. There's a whole fucking secret room. There's like multiple secret back rooms, and not like back rooms like the back rooms, but like you put in a certain code and you get into the back area, right behind the cameras, and then there's a new panel on the wall, like that one you just saw, that has more doorways that you can open, and then you can open up secret walls and shit. And then behind those secret walls, there are things you can interact with, and if you get all of the interactions done, you get different endings depending on what mechanic you interacted with, and you can do all of the mechanics, right, and get everything done. And get all of the endings and the true ending. So, it isn't a simple game, right? It's like I did that shit by myself, but it isn't. It is kind of just a simple game. Actually, to be modest about it, that's kind of why I'm proud of it. Is that I could just make it myself, right? But it's like I took the time, right, to make that game with no funding, by myself, no team, just learned it online, tutorials and shit. That's why everyone like reviewing his code and all that shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you, like, looking at his code and stuff, and him like talk about it like running on a fridge and all that shit. He's just wrong. And it's the same thing about all of these content creators, I'm noticing. They can't admit they're wrong because it might upset their audience or something, so they like double and triple down. I guess they made their whole personality, right? Like a political commentator. Your whole thing is trying to be right against the opposing political side. No one in particular. And Pirate Software is trying to be, like, correct when in programming there are multiple solutions to a problem, but some are more efficient, right? So, like, him trying to be like, I don't get any... That sometimes he's having a hard time on accountability. Yeah. So, yeah, he's having a hard time with accountability. Holy shit, I just dodged the fuck out of that. A lot of people are having a hard time with accountability. And it's like, it's coming back to bite them in the ass, because if you don't speak just factual, like, this is what they did, right? Like the Pirate Software thing, I'm going off of the video he talked about. So if he wants to dispute me, he has to dispute himself, because I'm just going to pull up the video of him talking. So yeah, it's like, same thing with, I was talking about Hassan, right? It's like, I was a fan of his, but I am able to criticize people that I'm a fan of, right? No one is a monolith and completely without, like, no one should be completely exempt from criticism. That's a better way to phrase it. So, really do, like, hope that all of these people realize that what they were doing is wrong, or what they did was wrong, and apologize genuinely for it, right? Face accountability. And not even like oh, I want retribution and them to face accountability. It's like, no, I want them to realize what they had done and just become a better person, right? That's what that's actually the whole point of the secret ending in my game. And again, to go back to the Pirate Software in his game, what you asked me is I'm grabbing all this, grabbing that. Just the reason I even brought up my game, not to like boast about my game. I would get it if you were a fan back then, because to be honest, yeah, he does have educated content, but if you're still a fan today, something's definitely wrong. Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, exactly. That's how, and same with both, right? It doesn't matter who you're talking about. Pirate Software or Hassan, right? It's like, yeah, if you're in the middle of being deceived, you can't blame the person, right? It's like, yeah, the illusion isn't over yet. Everyone's falling for the trick. They didn't reveal the part that gives them away yet. For everyone. Like Pirate Software, some people attribute the drama, right? From World of Warcraft as part of his downfall, right? Because he couldn't... That's actually useless. He couldn't, like, acknowledge his mistakes in the game, right? He was super, like, blaming everyone else instead of being like, oh, I also fucked up there. Oh, shit. Like, literally what I did the last stream with Orange Buster, right? We were playing together, and I was like, oh, I fucked up. I should have helped you on that boss, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I ran ahead, and I fucked up, and I wasted our time just now. I criticized people for that, and I just did it. I'm a hypocrite, and I'm sorry. That's all it takes. And for some reason, they're allergic to those words or something. We slamming, owning software? Exactly. Well, I'm glad everyone's here to talk shit. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, though, Kami and me have, like, talked about this exact thing. But that's what I mean, like, not being able to admit you're wrong is, I mean, that's going to be hard as a programmer, right? Because you're going to be looking at the bug, and you have to admit you're wrong and that there's a bug there, right? I have that feeling, too. I'm looking at the error, and I'm like, can I even solve this problem? Oh, I made a mistake, and it, like, takes me a day to even try to fix the fucking problem that I created. So I can't just be like, oh, we'll just fix the problem and be better at programming. I'm like, no, I understand completely. But, with all that being said, I know how to acknowledge my mistakes. So, please, what are you doing? And I do it in real time on this stream all the time. So, I don't know. If you're a doubter or hater, I would just say I beg you to just watch my content, because I actually do give a fuck about people, right? But to the Pirate Software thing, actually, to go back to specifically what I wanted to talk about with why I don't make, like, a Dark Souls game, even though I've analyzed this game to shit, and everyone's been asking, not everyone, but a lot of people, I'm sorry I fucked up the raid there. And there, the drama wouldn't blow up. Exactly. Like, how hard is it to just go, oh, fuck, man. I'm sorry. I fucked up. It wasn't you that fucked up. I fucked up. Right? That's all you need. Like, to just admit fault, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Yeah, it's a dead horse. There's, like, another video by 7 different social critics. Exactly. So it's like, I don't even want to beat on that. I'm going to talk about things that no one else has talked about that relate to not only your questions, because we're having a conversation, and I appreciate you guys being here, but also, like, because I want to contribute to the conversation more than just an echo chamber, everyone saying the same thing to feel right? They're like, oh my god, I didn't like Pirate Software after the YouTube drama of WoW, so now he's in the wrong legally and stuff, I could just shit on him. I'm sure those people are there. I'm not gonna be just that person. Sure, I'm gonna be that person too, but I'm gonna take a step further and be better and acknowledge that that would be my mistake, right? To just do it like that. But the contrived criticism, right? This game, not my game. My game is just a really shitty version of Half-Life, right? If we're gonna talk about contrived but his game is just Undertale. And then when the next game that guy made came out, he changed it to be like that. So it is just straight up contrived. The reason he's not inspired to make anything, I think, right, as a creator. This has happened to me, so it's probably a greater extent. But it's crazy the news that these personal investigations is mighty interesting. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Pirate Software is collaborating to create viewer engagement. Yeah, I just talked about this on like 2 days ago stream that a lot of people are doing this. If you Google buying bots on Twitch, it's a whole industry. But my YouTube channel, right, I constantly get views taken away from my channel because my friends, who I love and adore, will watch it and they'll tell me this, and I criticize them and tell them not to, but they'll tell me that they're opening multiple tabs for my stream. And I say, don't do that. YouTube was just going to take them away and punish me, right? Like, I tell them not to, but, like, I'm sure people don't get that memo and they do it to be supportive, but that's kind of what I was talking about with Twitch, right? His game is literally Undertale with 2 simple mini games and 1 engagement. Exactly, it's contrived, right? It's just the same shit, but honestly worse. And that's why it's like, that's almost every game, but I've mentioned, like, the difference between creativity is that criticism, right? If I ever wanted to add something to these games, right, to the Souls games, whoa, I just got fucking pimp slap. I wouldn't want to just make a Dark Souls game, but shittier. I would want to realize, dude, I have such a good mechanic, right, that I need to do this, right? And that's how you get, like, a whole new genre. Is, like, the whole, like, multiple endings thing. I really do say you should go play my game or give it a shot and just try to get an ending. Because the way that I coded that shit was so fucking... It took a month to code mostly the whole interchanging system of the ending. It's all connected to... Like, pretty much every interaction is tracked. And all of them contribute to an ending, right? And I don't like... I guess it's my OCD, but it's like that kind of thing. It isn't contrived from anything. I made that system up myself. I always wondered why games don't do it like that. Then I programmed it, and I was like, dude, I did that in a month. Why don't games do it like that, right? So, yeah. Adhesion contract with Twitch. It may just be, haha, we are rich, and you just get owned type of narrative. Yeah. And again, it's even... Again, like YouTube, their entire industry is based around that. Twitch is a newer thing, like think of compared to YouTube, right? People forget how, like, old the internet really be. But YouTube does not fuck with bots. They do not fuck with bots at all. So, and I actually like that. That's what I was saying with why if you go back to watch, like, my first streams on this channel, I was like, oh, I don't like Twitch because of these reasons. Because I want to actually track my engagement, and the whole thing incentivizes fake engagement. If I'm a fan of yours, right, Tommy? Hypothetically, I don't stream on Twitch, so this is all hypothetical. I don't even have a fucking Twitch account because I lost my phone number forever ago. Like, I couldn't pay my phone bill for a while, so I lost my phone number, and so losing my phone number meant I can't access my Twitch account. Had to get a new phone number with a different company, lost that old number, lost the Twitch account. It's gone forever. I've contacted Twitch, I've emailed them, I've contacted the security, I've emailed in circles. I just can't have a Twitch account with my phone number, and that's the only phone number I fucking have. So, or with my email and phone number, right? So I can't even make a fucking Twitch account. So fuck Twitch. But aside from that rant, that's kind of, I've mentioned this many times, like, they have a weird favoritism where, like, Dan Clancy's been on record of someone telling him this exact problem, and he's like, oh, I'll just fix it for you, give me your email. And then I'm like, I've emailed these guys like 100 times over the course of like a year, and they never fucking fix my issue. And they're like, go email the security company that we work with that doesn't even have a fucking customer support. Anyway, if you're streaming on Twitch and I'm your fan and I want to gift you subs, right? but you have no viewers, what makes more sense, right? I'm about to spend money on your account. Would it make more sense for me to just gift you subs, right? Or would it make sense to go buy bots to push you to the front of the Twitch recommendations, and therefore you now get the best advertisement in the world? You're now #1 spot on Twitch. You can have famous people guest star on your stream as like a collab to get this fake engagement, sponsorships, right? All of the fake engagement gets you all of these things, right? Famous people collabs with other famous streamers. Everyone's gonna want your dick. There, I said it. You can, if you have Nepo money, and I've even said it like this. The reason I'm doing it one step removed from you, right, and it's me doing it, it's none of these streamers are at fault. It's the system. They literally all might be doing this at the top because that is what the system rewards. Your favorite streamer gets more shit and money, right? More sponsorships, more partnerships and early access stuff, cool people, collabs, all these different things because you bought robot viewers, fake engagement. Just Google right now, buying Twitch bots, right? I'm sure YouTube has Twitch or bots as well, but like I said, they'll remove viewers if they think I'm botting, and I know I'm not. I have fucking 2 views on my stream. I'm like, I'm not botting, dude. Yeah, I don't think you can even buy 5 bots on any of the websites. Like, there's no way I'm fake engaging 5 views, but they take that as serious as they can. So that's why I'm like, I think you should start a clip farming your stream and post it as a YouTube shorts. I know, right? I was thinking about doing that kind of shit, but I mean, it's I am a game developer, right? Kami and all these other friends and family members. Actually, I don't know if Kami directly mentioned it before I started streaming, but he has complimented me and streamed with me since. But I have a lot of friends and family that used to sit next to me and watch me when I was top 500 in Overwatch 1 as Pharah. I'm sure Kami can attest to how crazy I was in that game. Just my Marvel Rivals gameplay footage is insane. It looks like I'm cheating, and the game, like, just came out. It's like, there's no cheats for this game. How the fuck are you doing this? It's like, nah, it was actually one of the best in the world. I don't mention it because Overwatch deleted the Overwatch 1 accounts, but that literally is why I stream now. All of my friends and family told me to. But my dream is to be a game developer. That's why I take all that shit seriously with Pirate Software. I'm like, yeah, no, I respect game development and the process, right? I love the artwork, and I respect like every part of it. You have novelizations with all of the text and dialogue, right, in a game. All of there's, while we're dead, I'll look this stuff up to prove my point. Yeah, you can't get caught doing it unless your content lets you. Yeah, it's like I don't even need a fake engagement. I'm actually good at video games. That's the craziest shit. But it's like people want to watch entertaining stuff. It's not even that I think I'm funny. It's that I got good through hours of getting my fucking ass kicked in Elden Ring. And it's the same kind of thing in Overwatch. Like, the only reason I got good is because I solo queued, and I was like, I'm going to lose, that's fine. I need to win, right? Practice with this character. The losses will teach me against my counters. And I got constantly told I'm cheating in Overwatch, right? Because of the way I played to fight my counters. I just learned how to play the game, and people are like, dude, I've never encountered someone like you. You have to be cheating. And it's like, no. I'm just fucking good, right? That's the thing, is anyone can do that. It's not hard. Actually, it is hard, depending on the person. It was hard for me. It took a long time to get good at video games. You have to practice. You have to listen to people who are better than you. You have to follow guides, right? You have to be humble enough to be like, look at all these motherfuckers who one-shot the boss, right? Like Sierra on my friends list. This person's crazy. Sierra, they're fucking crazy. They like they do like hitless runs of the game. They're insanely good, right? So it's like, as good as I think I am, I know people who are way better than me. And it's like, that is actually how you get better, is by acknowledging that. So it's like with game development and all these things, it all works like that. So to cycle back around why I respect gaming so much, how many words are in The Hobbit, right? How many words are in The Hobbit? Right? How many written words are in Final Fantasy? Let's go with 7. Remember, this is the 7th installment. So times this potentially by 7. Right? So it's like, as much as I love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and that novelization, even that shit pales in comparison to video games, right? And then visuals, you have, like, how do you even explain it, right? You could, most graphical rendering used in movie CGI comes from the particle effects and mathematics used and discovered through game engine development, right? That's why they use Unreal Engine in the Disney shows as the background, because the video game engines are better than anything they had before, and they're just pretending to be in a fucking video game. Literally. Look that up. Their soundstage and everything, it's run on Unreal. So, it's like, yeah, when I played McCree in Season 9 of Overwatch, felt good when enemies added me to play with. Yeah, I had like a bunch of people, that is another experience. When you get good at games, people just want to be on your team. And they're like, you kicked my ass, but my entire team sucked, and you were such a good player on the enemy team. Like, I've done this to people. I'm like, I want you on my team. So I'm requesting you. You carried your team, and you fucking held my entire team back. Like, I've been against those players, so. And yeah, Kami's also crazy. That's why we played together in like the highest ranks. Even on stream, together, right? So that's why I'm like, ow. Are you serious? His ghost disappearing covered the boss's animation. I didn't know they were attacking. Anyway, every single medium, right? Media, whatever your word for it is, everything that you love to consume. I'm not saying they're bad. I just fucking bought like the Spawn compendium, like the 12 first original like they made a graphic novel out of the first like 20 or 12 issues or something like that. So it's like, books are great. I'm reading the Silmarillion right now. Like, literally. We've been talking about it in these past streams. I'm on chapter 6. So it's like, books aren't bad. They're not shittier because of video games or anything. You could still appreciate them. But you can also have books in games, right? You can have cutscenes in games. So you have movies. That's why Guillermo del Toro was working with Kojima for the Konami Silent Hill game. Because to make a horror game, right, with cinematic complexity, you can literally get one of the greatest horror film directors to help you, because it almost translates 1-to-1. Actually, it does translate 1-to-1. As someone who makes video games with cameras, you just imagine you have a digital camera that you could just make float and move around at will and do whatever the fuck you want, right? That's literally what you do in video game cutscenes. You can have it zoomed in unreasonable places you couldn't fit cameras, because it's less than like a pixel wide, right? A top-selling novelist actually went before the Senate on the copyright issues with AI models consuming actual authors' content and regurgitating their same styles. And you know what? As someone who says that you should worry about the ethical uses of AI, I love that. I think more people should worry about their portfolios being taken by AI and used without credit. If they actually just credited all of the people and gave you like a list of whatever, I don't know exactly how these people do their AI generation, if they want to do it ethically or not. But it would make it way more easy, right? It would make it easier if they I juked the shit out of those. It would make it easier to keep track and actually credit artists if you want to even have your portfolio, right? It should be two things. You should have a flag that's like, I don't want my shit on any website. I don't want my my artwork being used in any like rendering farms, right? Any AI. People should have that option to just say, I don't want my shit in an AI model at all from the get-go of uploading stuff onto these sites like DeviantArt and all this. And then further than that, I think they should credit people. Damn, I'm bad. I think they should credit people regardless, right? Because the AI is capable of even doing that. Oh, we're fucked. Think I got this? I'm doing no damage. I'm gonna try and get them up. Watch this shit. Cheats could never. That was all brain, god damn it. I was fucking narrating my actions. Fucking AI wishes. AI wishes. Anyway, back to the pirate software thing. Apparently, all you have to publish with AI books is write, this book is not human. Books published before 2025 are the human substance aside from those dumbed down elite idiocracy mobilization. You're speaking big words, I gotta know what the fuck you're talking about. No, I'm just kidding. I see what you mean. With all of those things, because AI is eventually, oh my god, I'm bad. AI is eventually going to be making videos to the point where people are going to be making home movies, like with their films, like the film era, right? Like the old school era of anyone can buy a camcorder and make a movie. Defeat. Yeah, we lost. You know what though? I pulled my weight. I picked them back up and I got the revive off myself with the token thing. We didn't do a fucking thing. I tried to use my rewind, but we weren't. I was doing like no damage with my weapon. I got shit on. Actually, I don't know exactly why I'm doing like no damage. I gotta like upgrade my shit more. Anywho. I think it's going to get to that point, and then Hollywood and the people with money are going to start getting upset, like you said, with the elite idiocracy. Because as people make jokes about them and everyone, it becomes commonplace to make something that's almost on par with these multi-million-dollar industries, they're going to start sweating. Because now everyone has like a supercomputer in their home with these things. So I think, again, it is super important to use them ethically if you're going to use them at all. I draw, right? I could just sketch something, right? I did it on stream a couple times. And I mean, I've been drawing forever on my Instagram. I have shit from forever ago, way before AI. So, I mean, it's known that I can draw. A lot of history books and books sold to boards of education are sold with the intent to prevent you from pushing back on their ideals. Yeah, but that's kind of what I mean. Like when people start sharing their own jokes and talking about it and able to publish their own works like that, then those industries are going to start sweating, and then the pressure will be on for them to regulate them to work ethically, right? The AI. It might be too late, though. People are downloading these models onto their computers to make sure they can use them even if it gets taken down. That is like a big thing, right? It's showing the open source code of certain AI models. So we didn't even get the chapter. God damn it. I just realized. Motherfucker. Do I have to talk to the Iron Menial?
How are you? You wish I began, but then
Okay.
did not
Heard this already.
where I hardly.
I don't even... I mean, every book is trying to teach you something, right? And sometimes it might be wrong. Is it non... I know you're right, but I'm trying to make it sound less like a conspiracy and just like a fact, right? So I give them the kindness of maybe they don't know they're wrong kind of shit, but we know. Rather than saying like there's an agenda and starting to get into worrying about that shit. Because it's like, I'm not going to try and police the minds of douchebags that are trying to trick people. I'd rather tell people ways to avoid these tricks altogether. And that way you don't fall for them. Again, because I'm not a streamer. I know I'm streaming. But I'm not trying to like collab with all these streamers. I'm not the streamer conventional streamer, right? Like, I'm not worried about my image in terms of like being friendly with other streamers. I'd rather be honest to my viewers, and then even if it upsets them, which is another thing that most streamers don't want to do. They're like, I can't upset my viewers because then they won't come back and I won't have sponsorship money. And I'm sure it's even more stressful if they have fake viewers. Because then they're really fucked. Right? And then that kind of goes back to the fake engagement, AI, right? Bots. You can have really realistic, like you can have chat bots that spam emotes, right? You could just make it check the last emote used and spam that for a couple of seconds, and then have one person kind of piloting all 1,000 or 100 or all 10 bots. And that's not even a conspiracy. That's how it works, right? And you don't even have the person there. It's like it might be just a random viewer puts an emote and then the bots all respond. That's just programming. It's more simple logic. And that's why I think, I mean, everyone can see it on Instagram, but they don't understand it on Twitch. When you see someone's comments full of fire emojis on Instagram, those are all fucking hacked or bot accounts. Right? We all know that. If you don't, I'm sorry to break it to you that those people don't have millions and millions of subscribers and followers. Some of them do. And they don't have the engagement that they want, right? Imagine having 6 million followers and then one of your posts get like 600 likes. That's going to bruise the ego if you give a fuck about those kinds of things. So those weirdos are probably going to spend the money to buy followers, right? And again, it might hurt people's feelings because you're thinking of people that it could apply to and you're like, no, not my favorite streamer. Again, they might not even be the ones doing it. The viewers are incentivized by Twitch. Has almost nothing to do with the streamer. Though streamers can also just do it to themselves like Pirate Software did. Which again, all full circle. That's why we're talking about this, right? Pirate Software faked engagement. I was just talking about faking engagement, right? How not only do I not do it, but how these people do it on Twitch. I was just talking about this. I wouldn't be surprised if someone watched my video and they were like, wait, that's how shit works? Because I pulled up the fucking thing on stream. I was like, yeah. This is just how it works. I didn't know you guys didn't know that. But they're crazy. When you have AI ads being made for Xbox artist positions after 9K job layoff, exactly, or prompt engineers, right? As someone who literally codes and uses that shit, I'm like, come on, guys. But not to insult people, because I mean, maybe one day that will be like the most useful job in the world when we get it all ethically working and stuff. So it's like, again, I don't want to even generalize. It's how it's working now, right? You can talk about the nuance and critique things while appreciating certain aspects and not pigeonholing yourself into being like, I'm a loyalist, I'm a diehard of these people or this ideal, and if you disagree with me, then fuck you, right? Like, I don't like that kind of thinking. Or the worst thing is, I don't want to talk about this with you anymore. That just happened to me with one of my brothers. I love him, but it made me sad as hell to be like, we were talking about politics, and then I just started like mentioning, you know, all of this stuff about like, you shouldn't generalize, right? It's not good. And then of course, when you can't really argue with it, it's like, all right, well then I don't want to talk anymore. I forfeit is essentially what it is. And again, it's not like I'm scared into like insult them directly. They insult themselves by not taking the conversation seriously and then pretending to take it too serious. It's like they want to care, but then when you get into the actual conversation, they're like, no, I don't actually feel that way. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are we even talking about this? Right? It's like, all of the reasons, right? When you let AI do decoder, you unlock Ultron. Whoa, Jesus. To be honest, half of the shit that the AI has put out for me in terms of programming has been wrong, and I've corrected it. I've said this on record many times. The AI isn't like a one-size-fits-all solution for I don't know how to program, so I'll have the robot program for me. The way I code is I know how to program in C#, and then I code. And then I use that code and the knowledge of what variables I want to use, what functions and different mathematic equations to maybe like replicate that the industry has already shared with each other, right? It's not like, oh, I'm reinventing the wheel. You don't have to do that, right? You just, I've said this before. Go to the GDC, if you want to be a game developer, go to the GDC, Game Developers Conference, YouTube, and all of the professional and industry secrets you can ever want from every successful game. Nintendo, Blizzard, all of the good developers that left, the moral ones, not shitty people. This is the secret sauce. I'm surprised these aren't all red. Because, like, you see, I've watched most of these. Hi-Fi Rush backwards and finding our positive gameplay loop, right? All of these things. I've watched, like, all of these, 90% of them. YouTube has a problem, I don't know if you guys have this, where they reset the view. Like, they literally take away the view to trick you into watching that shit again. Maybe it's inflated engagement. I don't know. But you can just learn. The secrets are out there, open. It's crazy, but the internet kind of made it that way. Yeah, sure. But I also have a fucking playlist of coding and all that stuff. But again, it's like the reason I know how to code was I learned how to code before AI and all that shit came out. So I just needed to learn to make games. So I learned how to make video games over the course of like my whole life, years. Since Kami's known me, I've been trying to make a fucking video game from like high school, middle school. So it's a big part of my personality. That's why I'm like, people who know me know that I'm not trying to be a streamer or a famous streamer. I want to be a game developer. And I'm open about that. That's why I will talk shit about bad streamers that no one else wants to talk shit about for clout, right? It's really all it comes down to. Is that like, I like this person because talking about them gets me money, right? And then that's where you get the echo chamber problem of like, oh, I'll just repeat everything everyone else has said because, well, I get money and it's easy to just echo the talking points that everyone else is saying. So I'm like, you should have a nuanced conversation, right? A very detailed conversation about all of this shit. Actually, we should go this way. Oh, he might be fucked. A logical, detailed conversation. Like how we're having now. Look at all of the shit we've been talking about, dude. I love it. I mean, I was in college and people were using AI to synthesize music, so I was like, yeah, and that goes back to what I was saying. Like, AI has always been in video games. People didn't have a problem with it until that people started using it unethically to steal people's intellectual properties and works, right? That's where the fucking problem has come in. We've been fighting fucking Goombas our whole lives. That's AI. Artificial intelligence, pretending it knows what to do, right? That's AI, artificial intelligence. It's not real intelligence. It's man-made. It's artificial. So it seems like it's intelligent, but it's really just code, right? Some of it gets really complex, like with, well, I'm not that goated, but just find another avenue. But no, everyone is probably really fucking secretly crazy good at something, right? Everyone's got a secret talent. They might not even know what their secret talent is, and that's why I'm like, you gotta pursue arts that you seem to enjoy, because you might find out, like, holy shit, I'm a musician, right? Holy shit, I'm a game developer. I wanted to write a story, right? I wanted to be a novelist. I loved Tolkien as a kid. It was like 4th grade that my teacher read The Hobbit to us. That's the whole class. And like I always liked books from a young age, and then I learned that cartoons are essentially just written stories with animation, and I was like, I want to make a cartoon. And then it was like, oh, but I've always loved video games. The thing is, when I was younger, my mindset was, well, you can't just make a video game by yourself, right? The way that everyone talks about it, learning to code, you need all these teammates, like 19,000 computers. You can't do it by yourself. And then I learned how to do it, and I was like, oh, you can do this shit by yourself. That's fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck? You can do it all? You can do all of it? And then I made a couple video games, and I'm making them better and better each time. And as proud as I am of things, I don't even recognize my first project as a game. Call it like a prototype, because you can just work on shit and get better, right? Like, content updates aren't bad, back to the pirate software thing. The adding content to your game over time, not a bad thing, right? Making people pay for it with DLC, not a bad thing, right? I think I wouldn't really do that. I just make it part of the game, but I, again, would be a hypocrite because I bought the fucking deluxe edition of Nightreign for the DLC. Some games are so good, and the development is so fucking awesome and ethical, right? It makes you feel good about buying it, that you are okay with spending a little more to support the artist, right? A lot of people are. That's how indie developers everywhere kind of stay alive. Even some people who make contrived works, it's like there might be one unique aspect to it that even if it's not like the most unique game ever, it's super cool that they're at least trying to make something, right? And that, I feel, is super important for the game developers to learn, is try, right, fail, bug your game out, make a bunch of backups of every mechanic, make it so, design it as if you're making a bunch of, this is the best thing that I learned from an AI. It asked me a question to clarify something. I was like, that isn't what I was doing, but now it is. What the fuck? It was like, are you making a Unity package? Like, I was working on like a terrain system. And it was like, do you want to build it and structure it like a Unity package? So instead of making a backup, you could just export the Unity package and save yourself a fuck ton of time. And I was like, that is the best question I think I've ever been asked in my life. You saved me probably hours upon days fucking loading files because you just asked me a question. It wasn't telling me to do that. It was just like, wait, is this what you're doing? Because of how I was already structuring it. I was doing that, and I just wasn't exporting it as a Unity file. I was saving the whole fucking project. I was like, holy shit. That's so much smarter, right? And that is from the API. They didn't steal that idea. The AI asked me something to learn, and I learned from its question. I was like, no, that's not what I'm doing, but I'm an idiot because that is what I should be doing. What the fuck? So, it's like, again, admitting fault, but ethically using AI. I've also stated this before, that coding is different than artwork Because if you share your code online, that's like sharing a tutorial. It's like an art tutorial and how to draw tutorial. And then when you, like, it's the difference between open source, right? If you share it, then inherently everyone can learn from the API. It's an open source. You're allowing everyone access to the source code. So if the AI can find it online in the forums, right? If you just instruct it to look for the forum pages and through the API, like you just link the web page, then it might have some bugs because it's inherent to the engine, but it's going to be way more ethical because it's not just ripping stolen code off of the internet. It's using the forums of things that people have asked in the community, shared their code, people have shared the corrections to it. It's like, it's different with programming, so that's why I'm like, okay, I wish AI would be that respectful of artwork, right? Just fucking any sort of illustration or 2D art rendering or movies, 3D movies, any sort of artwork that they take from a source. But I'll do that. Away from it, grab that. Fuck it, let's just hit this. And we run. But that's kind of what I liken it to. It still can be used wrong if you just ask the wrong question. But if you premise it with just search the forums and, you know, like, essentially tell it, hey, be ethical about this so I don't have to fucking worry, it actually will, right? If you tell it to cite sources and stuff, it does. But with code, because it can't do that and almost won't do that with artwork. So it's a little shitty in that regard. So that's why I'm like, I'm glad that guy is suing AI, and hopefully he wins, because there is a moral obligation to all artists to not fucking rip off people and just make some bullshit contrived artwork like Pirate Software is essentially doing with his Undertale Deltarune. That's what it's called. See, how fucked up is it that I don't even remember the actual artwork, right? I don't remember Deltarune, the thing he based it off of and is ripping off. I remember his shitty art, right? It's like, that's essentially the problem. I just did it on accident. It's like he's taking the fans and or publicity of this thing, right? Saying he's the same thing, but he's just a lesser version. But because he's got such a big following from faking engagement, potentially, I say potentially to avoid getting sued, it's you know, it's just fucking glaringly obvious that it's a problem on Twitch. Twitch bad. All I have to say, hey yo, Twitch bad, dude. But yeah, as a game developer who has learned from many AAA developers secrets and coding of software directly from the GDC talks that they have thrown up, they pretty much just make panels to teach people their secrets because they're like, I don't want to die and be the only one that ever knew this. Grifting, maybe selling you something that is incomplete or not advertised. Damn, you know, I didn't even think of it like that, but yes. I don't know if you see, that's the thing, I don't know if it's an echoing talking point or whatever, but that is kind of that is why dialogue is wonderful, right? Because now we can have a nuanced conversation. You're right. Then never completing said project. It was 7 years. Think about it like this. I made a really complex 3D game with multiple endings by myself that someone actually paid me for, which means it works on Steam Deck. I coded it so well that you can literally play it on Steam Deck. It works with controller and mouse and keyboard. Like, it's not just some bullshit indie game. And you can adjust the settings, like volume and sensitivity and shit. I am really proud of that game. I made it in a month. That's why I'm like, how the fuck is your game that if it's really a passion project, right? And you've been working on it so long before you released it, how the fuck is it not done after 7 years with proper funding? AAA games get done in like 5 years with funding cut. Think of Claire Obscura. Those are people who left Ubisoft to make their game. But funding was cut for them, and they made like a potential Game of the Year contender. So it's like, I wouldn't really criticize except for the fact that there's like a million reasons why he's a fucking idiot. And you can just point to the example and laugh because it's so glaringly obvious. Sounds like grifting considering Undertale took 2.5 years and is 8 times the game. I own Undertale. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't for me. But the things that I did like about it are the pacifist ending and things like it that were unique to the mechanics that it made. That's why there are contrived games, right? It is to Dark Souls, right? Undertale is the Dark Souls, where Pirate Software's game is like the game I fear of making with Dark Souls. I don't want to make a shitty knockoff, right? That's what we know it as. It's just a knockoff. It's a shitty version of the fucking game. Let's call it what it is. It's the same game but incomplete. It had funding. It's been worked on for 7 years. If people have complained in the fucking game's reviews that when they go to watch him code it, right, because he always makes his thumbnail about the game, he's like programming Minecraft server or talking about World of Warcraft or playing Amazon's MMO, which is the most shill thing you can do. It's not even like Blizzard, it's Amazon's knockoff MMO. Like, that's the most contrived bullshit you can have. So yeah, I'm not surprised. The guy who plays contrived bullshit, makes contrived bullshit, doesn't want them to police contrived bullshit, right? Okay. That's why I'm like, whatever, dude. It's not even a nuanced take. It's when you explain it like that, I mean, I sound like an asshole, but I'm right. Why are you here? I have a Hannibal Buress quote. Why are you booing me?
Oh, man.
Where is it?
It's 4 years. He's not gonna quit halfway through. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
That's literally it. I hope I don't get copyright claim for that. Why are you booing me? I'm right. As you get kicked in 4 years. Boo. Why are you booing me? I'm right. That's literally what it feels like. I'm like, what the fuck are you... Why are you mad at me for calling out your favorite streamer? I'm right. You're a fucking idiot. Not Pirate Software, and not you guys. But I've been in Discords talking with people, and I make a slight criticism of ideal that people have. Not even themselves. I'm like, oh, they shouldn't really be subscribing to that ideal, because that's a dangerous thing to think. It's a generalization. And people are like, fuck you and fuck everyone like you. I'm like, you know what that is? That's a dangerous generalization. But I mean, yeah, it is. It actually, it's just that simple. Holy shit! Are we lagging? Is my server? Oh, we're like not lagging stream-wise. The game's just lagging. I'm like, the stream is right where I'm standing. It's not even like, it's like fucking 3 seconds behind, if any. I like looked at my computer, looked at my phone, it was the same camera angle. Like, well, okay, there's no stream lag. Like right away, wherever you hear, whatever you hear is happening in real time, I'm guessing. That's kind of cool. But make sure to click the live thing and also watch in 2 times speed to catch up to the true live stream. On YouTube, you can do that. But yeah, all my criticisms of Twitch, it's not like all Twitch streamers are bad. Again, some of them might not even want that to happen to their YouTube channel. They might be like me, where they're like, I want to actually keep engagement legit. I want to talk to my community. I want to game, right? I want to be part of that gaming community. And all it takes is like one crazy rich dude to be like, I'm gonna buy you bots, and they ruin that engagement, they ruin the channel. Now with TOS and all that shit being enforced in copyright lawsuits, it's like with all of these discoveries, and people will be able to like use discovery on your credit card information, right? And find out that you've been paying for bots for someone. Oops, plot twist, you're not even safe for buying bots because they can reverse engineer from the company I just showed, right? Because they aren't going to go, they're not going to risk their neck for you, that company. If you're buying bots and then that buying bots gets sued by Twitch, all of the people, right, the viewers who are siphoning money, all of the streamers, they're getting sued, they're getting fucking their day in court soon. Especially with the Ethan Klein thing, showing people no one's safe, right? And it's like, not no one's safe, no one's anonymous in the way that they can harm people anonymously. No company's gonna let you do that. Not even Reddit, like the weirdest dark part of the internet. So it's like, if those people hate me, it's back to the Rick and Morty quote. Right, your boos don't affect me or whatever. I know what makes you laugh, or I know what you people cheer at, right? It's like, I don't care if you boo me. Why are you booing me? I'm right. But no, it's actually more like, I don't care if you boo me. I'm gonna head over. Sorry, guys. I should help them, but it'd be funnier if I just die. Actually, I want to see what boss they're fighting. They're not even close to killing it, but I'll still go help. I have a fire weapon, and it's a tree boss, so. That's insane, though. The Undertale took that many years to make, compared to the... Because it's contrived. It was Undertale until he made Deltarune the better game in his own eyes, right? Like, it's the sequel. He's probably more proud of it because he's got... It's, like, more experience going into it, right? It's probably what he wanted for Undertale. But Toby Fox, right? That's the dude who made it? I'm not even fucking around. I have, like, 2 hours on Undertale. Maybe even 30 minutes. Like... I can't even pretend to be a fan. I always do the do as a joke, but I've never like played out of the snow zone in Undertale. I like beat the boss and then close the game, and then I didn't open it since. It's not a knock to the game, it's just not my style. Clearly, I'm an action RPG person. But it is a great concept, and again, I like the mechanics that they were introducing as opposed to like Earthbound, which is funny that it's a contrived name too. It's Earthbound that it's based off of, Undertale, and he is Heartbound. It's like, even your name is fucking contrived as shit, dude. What the fuck? I have not heard anyone point that funny little fact out. Yeah, Undertale's based on Earthbound. And Earthbound, I'm sure you already know, is a similarly weird name to Heartbound, right? Why would he name it like that? More valor by association, right? He just wants the cool dev street cred of being the guy who's making a new Earthbound game. But again, it's like the reason Toby Fox's Undertale did so good, and I see people still talking about it now, is the meaningful change of endings, right? And the pacifist run, and how they kind of turned a RPG about combat on its head and made it hard to get through without doing the combat, but it's possible now, right? So it's like, that shit, super cool. Heartbound, not so much. Frost resistance. Then we should go here to fight this dragon. The fuck was that sound? Is there a dragon following us? The fuck is that? Oh, it's this. It just rendered them in and it sounded like super close. That was weird as shit. At full volume, like in my headphones, if you have a headphone on, you might have heard it too. If OBS streams that way. It sounded like it was right behind me and next to me. I was like, what the fuck? Ow, damn it. I guess a not so nice way to say contrived is just unoriginal, right? Rather than constantly saying the same word, it's like let's get some synonyms for flavor, right? To help get the point across, but without saying the same fucking thing a million times. It's just unoriginal, right? The name is unoriginal, the gameplay mechanics unoriginal, the design of the characters unoriginal, the story, everyone says it's based on just like inside jokes in the stream. It's all bullshit anyway. Again. It's just unoriginal. He's probably just copying jokes from funnier people in his chat. Again, these are allegations, right? Not confirmed, but I mean, it's just an opinion. It's a better way to phrase it. It's like there's no way to confirm that he is doing it on purpose, but with my analysis of what's happening, it doesn't even matter. Bro's just making shitty Earthbound. Oh, we out. Oh, we out. You know what's happening. I did 47 damage to that guy. I was like, well, we're out of here. That shit is not happening. Fuck. Into the storm we go. I got a flask. I'm gonna try something crazy at the end of this in-game boss fight night. Hit this. Grab this. It's just gonna give you frost resistance, I think, right? That was the weirdest cut I've seen. Oh no! Okay, well. Okay, luckiest fucking ledge I've ever seen in my life. If I just kept falling, I would have taken the overtime damage before I hit anything to heal. That was crazy. That was the clutchest fucking ledge ever. I think I'm gonna start taking bonus damage now, so I gotta get out of the rain. Jesus. Please. But yeah. It's just a copycat and shittier version, right? That's why it got review bombed, in my opinion. It's like it's easy to support someone when they're good, but when they are bad, you notice that they're not talented. It's like the opposite is true with shitty people. People try to excuse like, oh well, he's talented. Separate the art from the artist. And to that, I always have the same thing, the same opinion of, no, I'm gonna let there be space for someone more talented that isn't a shitty person. I don't give a fuck about preserving their art. You know, there's a million talented people, probably some better. Most of the time, they're only successful because they're spread far through nepotism, right? They just had the money for advertisement. So, even that, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't separate the art from the artist. Without the fucking art, or without the artist, there's no art, right? The whole point of the art is to analyze what does it make you feel, right? Alright, so when you learn the truth that the artist is a fucking deranged lunatic, if it doesn't make you feel something, then what's the point of the artwork then? It's like, nah, you're hiding behind an excuse, in my opinion. The separating art from the artist never actually works. Because the people who are upset by it are going to call it out and be like, nah, that shit's stupid. Right? To go back to the H3 thing, they've been talking about Keemstar, right, in the Discord lately. And I was a fan of Etika. Like, I literally watched his videos. If I go to his channel right now, they're probably, if YouTube didn't reset like we were just talking about, they're probably like all watched. Like all full red bar. Because I would be there for the fucking video. Like, I was young at the time and played Smash Bros, so I was just as hype as he was for the YouTube announcement. He was one of the people I went to. So it's like, and then of course mental health and all that stuff is super important. So I said it and I'll say it again. I think he should not just shouldn't have a platform, but he shouldn't be able to go anywhere without seeing the face of the person he pushed off the metaphorical edge, right? You were telling him all of this delusional shit and then he wound up doing something to himself. I don't care if you don't believe in mental health. I know about mental health and what you did contributed. You're a fucking piece of shit, right? So it's like, I don't give a fuck. If you want to go to court, what are you going to argue that mental health isn't a thing in court, dude? Like, that's why they would probably shun away from it. But again, I'm not trying to be a fucking friendly streamer. Even the shows I like that, I'm not going to fucking shy away from saying, no, that person that they're talking about in a good manner is actually a piece of shit. And, like, terribly so. They got someone killed. Right? So, that's why I'm like, no, fuck that. And people were trying to be like, oh, I separate the art from the artist for a couple things in that. Like, don't be mean to them for supporting a fucking psychopath who downplays mental health and also, like, eggs on people that are having a mental break. There's so many levels to it that I was like, you know what? No, you're just a fucking moron. I'm not even gonna humor you pretending that it's a good thing. I'm just gonna say, you're a fucking idiot, alright? I don't give a shit. Because somebody died. It's not, and I said this to them. I'm like, I think of how the mother of Etika would feel knowing you're just hand-waving her son's death so that you can have some giggles online, right? That's actually what they were doing. So I'm like, fuck you. Again, I'm like, you separate the art from the artist, my ass. But it actually is topical. But when they are a shitty person and not talented, it's easy to just call it like you see it, right? They're just a negative impact on society, which is pretty fucked up, but I'm not saying anything like should happen to them. I'm hoping they become a better person. I said that way earlier, right? Still choosing to believe in people, but I don't have to support you. I don't have to waste my time learning if you become a... It's like the iDubbbz thing. Cool, you learned empathy at fucking 30 years old, dude. I don't give a shit. You're a weirdo. Shut the fuck up. And again, with the hypocrite, maybe my anger upsets people, and I wind up being the person, but I can always argue that, well, I never downplayed their emotional well-being to, you know, make money, which is literally what they did. So they put money before someone's life. Like, that's the craziest shit. And then again, they were like hand-waving that for no talent. They were just like, oh, he's just making me funny, we're just talking about it, right? He's just making me laugh and giggle. He's making a funny, the goofs and gaffs. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're a piece of shit. Especially because we were in a comedian's, like, Discord, right? Like a funny goofs and gaffs podcast. So I'm like, why? What? Why aren't you talking about the thing at hand and talking about that other shit? But again, it kind of relates to H3, and that's my criticism of, like, someone that I like as well. I like that show, but even they have that problem of being like, oh, I'm just separating the art from the artist. Like, well, try to have that conversations with the artist's victims, okay? Go have that conversation, because I don't even give a fuck to have it with you. You go explain that to the victims, is all you need to say, right? Everyone who suffered, you go tell them that, right? And then see how you feel about separating the art from the artist. It's fucking losers, dude. again, back to the pirate software thing. When they're shitty at what they claim to be talented at, it's extra easy to shit on them. You're like, dude, you're not even what you claim to be. What the fuck? No! I got grabbed. I didn't realize it was going to be a grab. You can get grabbed out of certain moves, but I made him invisible so he can save us. If he goes for the boss, he threw this. Wow, he was invisible and he could have picked us up. Oh no. We all won. That was entirely that guy's fault. I used my ultimate move. He was invisible. He could have picked up the Revenant, but instead he was fighting the boss. As soon as you hit someone while you're invisible, they start swinging in that direction. So as soon as he attacked the boss, he fucked himself over. Maybe he didn't realize he was invisible. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But damn, that sucks. I wasted my ultimate on that guy. He literally fucking... He was going to be ignored by the boss because he's invisible, so he could pick us up, right? It's like the most simple thing. I may have got grabbed, but geez, dude, what? Come on. I don't want to keep blaming my teammates. Again, I messed up there too, but god damn. It is way easier when you have like an orange buster or a Kami on your team. We actually need to do this too, which is even worse. That's kind of good. That might be good. I don't think he's weak to poison. He's a ghost mummy, man. Ugh. I'll say it. If the artist you're excusing fucked over someone's life, you're an asshole, right? I'm okay with saying that. Again, I don't care to upset people in that regard. It's like what I said before, of like, do I think I'm better than you? Yes, if you're a bigot, right? That's just an easy thing to say. Are you a bigot in any way? Then yeah, I know I'm better than you, actually. That's it. In that one regard, of I just respect people individually, and then their actions make me dislike them. It's not about things they can't help that most people are bigoted towards. Like, so goddamn dumb. It's like, back to the Hassan thing. No, it goes in an endless loop of that. You could just keep pointing out their flaws, because they are not having a nuanced conversation while trying to. So they like want to debate the details, but they also aren't talking about the details. They want to generalize. So they defeat themselves before they start arguing with that mentality. Did this motherfucker just pick up a two-hand? Oh, okay. Sure, we could do this one first. Is he trying to get in here? Oh, he's using the jump pad. That's funny. If I went with them, that would have been smart. Jump attack to move them. And then dodge through. Should be easy to do this. I'm gonna try to lock in, but I swear, if our teammates let us down, I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it for today and be like, well, we literally don't have good enough teammates. That sounds like a cocky thing to say, but I mean, I haven't seen anyone attempt to pick up both teammates at 3 bars my entire fucking 300 hours in this game, so. Maybe someone will. Actually, that's not true. Guardians with their ult and Revenants with their ult are the only people. That's about it. The ones that one-shot saves the support characters, those are the only people. I tried to dodge. What? Just ping it again. Where the fuck is he? I mean, there are 2 of us here. It's not the end of the world. I normally don't go for the deal, though, because it's like a negative. I got downgraded, so I can't. I'm like doing no damage. No, I tried to dodge. That's on me. I tried to dodge into it, and he preemptively struck right there. I got fucked over. Nah. Again, every deal comes with a negative cost. They sometimes don't tell you what it is, but everyone has it. Like, it's preset. So, yeah. Everyone's splitting off from each other. That's never a good sign. So the reason he's in the wrong is I'm going to go here so that I could level up. He's running into an area at level 1. Hopefully he doesn't get down. He is a ranger by himself, though. There we go. Ironically, now we could go for the boss there. We doubled our level. Well, honestly, why do I ever listen to people's pings? I know where I need to go. Every time so far, I'm like, okay, this isn't the way to go. Should have went here into the camp, not just the boss, but geared up in the camp and brought the boss over to the Grace, right? Because then if they knocked us down, we can just stand back up. That's it. It's actually not that fucking hard. But because we engaged in the middle of the fucking open, we got screwed over. So I'm gonna mark there. Nope. Upgrading your weapon is the play, and you know it. If you go here, you can cross up above here, wind up at the castle with both upgrades. I mean, maybe he kills the boss solo. So it's not like bad to split up from each other, but it's normally like level 10 that you want to do it. Sure. Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna upgrade, but then I'm gonna jump down to check the boss. Well, shit. Yeah. This is why we go to the castle at level 10. I would have grabbed this and that. Just letting them know. As a mage, it is better to split off for the tower. I don't fight anything. I get a guaranteed upgrade. And they're both together, so they can't be like, oh, what the fuck? It's like what I did before, right? We should be teamed up together at level like 2. But the 2 people together should be safer. So I was even criticizing myself before in the moment. I was like, damn, we're both down though, so it's not even his fault. But this right here, that made the entire run way safer. That was not what I was trying to do, but okay. Uh-oh. Did my stream crash? Nope, we're good. It is behind, though. Am I crazy? No, we're good. I kind of want that starlight shard. No. And we'll just go for the next camp. Faster. Or I could start up the event. He left his ass there, bro. That's crazy. These guys just aren't moving as a group. I don't know what the fuck has possessed my team in the last couple runs, but I pinged it and he like intentionally ran towards it, near it, and turned away to go towards the castle. It's like, brother, what the fuck is wrong? We will still wind up at the castle. And we did, but it was actually bad to go to the castle because there was a fucking bell-bearing hunter there. Like, oh, who could have guessed? A random boss had a chance of being a bad boss. Get away. Nope. I'm so fucking good at this game, it's insane. I don't even need the rewind. Ooh, these are both good. I'm gonna take this one out. I'm gonna go here real quick. Actually, I should mark the thing. I have this. I'm gonna go here. That guy's probably going back to get his souls on the ground. So I'm not even gonna criticize him for going that way. He fucked up way earlier. I already criticized him for it. It doesn't need repeating that he died over there. That's the walk of shame. I'm glad we got the Godskin Noble, though. And not the duo. Nah, I'm good. We use spell casting. Yeah, let's go over here where this guy marked. This will help. Oh, are his souls on the ground back here? Is that why he wants to go? He did separate from me to go fight a camp solo. Oh yeah, I pinged the thing. I pinged the fucking Grace so that he can get his stuff back. I tried to remind him, but I don't think he picked this shit up. This guy just has a goal. He's just trying to siege the castle. His character fucking works so well with mine, and he's not with me the whole game. Oh, man. I thought they would auto lock on. Are they all that strong? Wait. Did he die again? Actually, unironically, we have to go over here. So, this guy's just getting left in the castle. He's so hyper-focused on the castle, he's not going to be any use to us in the actual fucking boss fight, because he'll have no flasks. Unless he's God mode. I might stand corrected. Having no healing, though, it's kind of... Just gonna mark that one. Then I'm gonna mark that one. And then I'm gonna mark that one. Just let him know the sequence of events. To the guy without the map open, he's gonna be like, he's pinging the same thing. I really do like this travel method. Okay, we kind of got lucky. Unlucky. Nope. Sorry. The ring is closing. I am no longer listening to your guys' pings. You've fucking died way too many times. Running into the wrong direction, so. Here's the key to success. Don't go solo into the fucking castle like that dweeb. Should we just jump right here, huh? And the boss is gonna take too long. Alright, fine. I'm going for this though, brother. I'm gonna come back for this. Alright. I see the path. Here. We might die, but that's alright. I gotta level up on this grace. So that level's probably gonna go away right now, but that's fine. That's okay. Yep. Go to here. And then I'm gonna go back into the ring just to go back out to grab that one. That's fine. That guy really doesn't like the bell-bearing hunter. Got a grudge. And I think right about now is when the guy rage quits. It's not, it's like the, he can't admit he's wrong problem, but you watched it in real time. We all went and were pinging all of the stuff that we need that he's missing out on. The ring is closing, he missed 2 flasks. I'm gonna go for this now. I don't care what these people ping. They're wrong. Ooh, I'm risky with the flasks right now. I think it's a build-up bar, so I'm gonna probably die soon, but I just really need to grab this. Be a black knife assassin down here, please, dude. You know how fucking clutch that would be? Oh, I don't see whatever boss it is. Hopefully it's How funny would it be if I kill this boss before they get... A lot of dodging there. Character's really good for soloing shit because you just have like the perfect dodge. Fuck. That's not what I wanted to hit. I'm sure there's a comedy bit somewhere in there about my teammates not being able to fucking kill anything, constantly dying to the same boss, but it's alright. The shit writes itself, dude. Now, what does this mean? Yeah, I deserve that. That one was kind of crazy. He rage quit. That's the kind of undeniable proof that you can't reconcile with. He died over and over and over and over to the same boss, didn't get any of the flasks or any upgrades, and then the one guy by himself fucking dies. He kills he kills a great enemy. Not even just a enemy that drops something. Great enemy felled. Comes across your screen as you die. That sucks. That's gotta suck. Sucks to suck, actually. Dance on him. Show him who's fucking boss. Get humbled by the bell-bearing hunter, dude. Their bell was rung. Hold on, wait, we need the thing. Get it up. Bell-bearing hunter, that's the new... No man is an island entire of itself, right? No man is one thing alone. Each is a part of the continent, a part of the main that is society, right? The thing that everyone composes. If a clod be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less, as well as if a promontory were, as well as if a manor of thine own were. Each man's death diminishes me, for I am involved in mankind. Therefore send not to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. Fucking moron, you can't admit when you're wrong. Just leave the boss there, we'll get back to it. Why did he spend 10 fucking... He spent half an hour fighting the same fucking boss that I dealt, like, no visible damage to. We need to upgrade to fight that thing, brother. Why are you still fighting it? He's kicking the shit out of you. I hit him and his health bar didn't move. Like the meme... If you go back and look at how much damage I do when I hit him, it's not. It doesn't show up because it's like I didn't do damage to him. That is telling you, go level up. Go upgrade your weapon. So him skipping the tunnel, that was dumb of him. He made like a million mistakes. It's not even like a, oh, he kind of fucked up. I'm like, that guy did everything wrong. He stayed fighting one boss the whole fucking time. Like, no. But now I have a bleed build. Veil us here. What? He actually ran into that. Give me that proc, kid. Good night, sweet spirits. I wonder if it scales down now that that guy is gone. The rage quit was real. I said it was about time he rage quit. He lasted a little longer than I thought. He got a teammate and he still, they just weren't built. They were built different. In a bad way. They were built wrong. That was the difference. Don't be like that guy. Explore the outskirts before you attack the castle. That shit was wild. Now I'm gonna go non-verbal, because I need this fucking win. I can't blame my teammates. Actually, if the guy left, and it still scales to 3, that's directly his fault. That's like having a person just standing there not doing anything the whole fight. If that's how it works. So it's like, now I definitely can blame my teammates if they're not doing anything the whole fight because he left. Oh, and it also gets harder. We can't really go down to get back up, buddy. It's phase 1. Ow. I tried. Oh my god. The rewind did absolutely fucking nothing. I got down too. I thought I killed him with that, so I backed up and he didn't die and I didn't get out of range. That was bad. I'm not gonna blame my teammate. He could have shot him, but he did like right after, so. Oh, the target change. Oh my god, the target change. He was targeting him, he teleported to him, and then he turned around and hit me. That was so stupid. Go back and look at how he attacked me. He goes to attack the archer, he teleports. It's like 9 levels deep. He turns towards the archer, then teleports towards him. And then he turns towards me and hits me immediately. We got fucked over. The character that my guy supports left. This guy doesn't know how to fight the boss, it seems. God damn it. I thought I got the second dodge. I was just spamming it. That's it. I think it does scale down, so I'm not even gonna blame the lever. Ugh, it is kind of his fault. And he had a debuff on. Oh my god. He took the treasure chest that always drains your health. You're losing health forever until you take it off. So the whole time he was fighting one of the hardest bosses. Okay, that guy was a dipshit. Normally I go easy on my teammates, I try to be forgiving, but that guy was a fucking moron. Don't be like that guy. Please, God. Please do not be like that fucking idiot. God damn. He did everything wrong. Like, go back and look at everything he did. Don't do any of that shit. Don't run straight to the castle. Don't run away at the start. Don't debuff your character in the beginning. Don't separate from your teammates. If you want a play-by-play handbook of what not to fucking do, go look at everything that guy just did. That was insane. I owe you guys one run after that, because that guy... He fucked up like 90 ways. Him leaving made it so we can't go down. Because if he goes down, then I don't have a grace, right? If there's 3 people, 2 people can go down. But if there's only 2 people, then only 1 person can go down. It's that dramatic of a change. It's like, you can't go down because it's game over. That's what just happened. So we got fucked over so many times. If he was with us, we would have killed more bosses. It's like, oh, my head hurts just thinking about how stupid that fucking idiot was. Don't do that. Please. That was, like, we were pinging things, 2 people deep the whole time. Like, even I, who say you can break away from your teammates and you should sometimes, like, not that. That was not breaking away from your teammates to go do a tower where you won't be downed, is what I said. That guy ran into the most dangerous boss room with a fucking debuff on, under-leveled. Like, I got this, guys. And even with a teammate over there, they couldn't kill him. They kept dying. I'm not even gonna talk about how I killed a fucking boss by myself. It's like that. It's just they picked the wrong boss. Obviously. It's like, holy shit. That's actually upsetting. That guy felt like he wasted my time because he was so bad at the game. That was fucking insane. Like, he literally kept dying to the same boss and running over and over and over into the same fucking boss room. And then he rage quit. It's like, what the fuck was any of it for, you lunatic? What the fuck? My god. Like, you don't have to be the perfect team player. But, oh my god. What the hell? I'm moving it. I'm telling them where we're going. We're going here. First we're going here, okay? We jump. Did they just ping the castle we're on? Maybe they wanted to ping something else. You just go from camp to camp. The closest one that you want to go to. You look at like all of the nearby things. Like there's a healing, there's that. If you had a key, you would have gone there. You could have gone here to get an upgrade. Just look at the closest fucking things that get you to where you want to go. Right? And on day 2, maybe you could fly over the whole map. If you have an idiot teammate who's not contributing, it's way more efficient. As you saw. He had no healing. So of course he was going to die over and over to the bell-bearing hunter. He kept running in to the same fucking boss. With no healing. He had like 3 flasks. Like, I wonder why he was having such a hard time. Could it be because he had no resources, no power-ups, no bitches? Right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Sorry. Non-derogatory, I should state. He had nothing! I had $1 for every time my teammates would fucking body block me after a backstab for my charge attack. It's actually kind of crazy. I'd be paid. That's gonna be good. Let's see, where do they pin? Yes. It's damage negation, but I'll take it. We'll take it. I can dual wield now. That is a good teammate. Already. It doesn't matter how they play. The fact that they're willing to get, or like how well they do in combat. The fact that they're willing to give an item, if they don't have an option, they'll give you the item. They'll take you into consideration or upgrade their shit and then drop something for you and instead, and then just mark it. Right? It doesn't matter why it's on the ground. The fact that they marked it for us is the best. We'll get casting. Alright. Yeah. I want to check the upper level for a key. Okay. It's worth checking. Their pathing isn't bad. They followed like all of the pings that I set out so far, so there's no need to break up. We hit like 1, 2, 3, 4 things already, and the circle hasn't even closed. We can like hit a bunch more. Oh, and they had a story. See, I'm glad I came over here to help them out. This is a story quest for them. It was a hard read. Mission accomplished. Okay, that's good for them. I think we have to kill this boss to get what we need. These are all good, actually. I'll drop that. Please? Just gotta ask nicely. Just that, and then that. After this. Ew, Carrion Knight? Gross. And is the solution behind it, or is it a running tree? Is it in the bush? Oh, it's right there. It really does blend into the wall pretty good. Oh, hell yeah. Yes. Oh, and there's a treasure chest. Alright. This run's going pretty good. It's not a guarantee, but it's nice. We're halfway to max level on day 1. It's a good thing. 15 is cap. We're doubled and we get to 14, so pretty good. All right. Now I'm gonna go over here. Yep. It's right here. Yoink! I'm probably gonna give them one of these. Like right at the gate. Using both flasks is a time-consuming process, so. Oh, okay, finally. Let's fight the Carrion Knight, fuck it. What could go wrong? It's only one of the hardest fights, in my opinion. We have a lot of time. We can get it halfway down. The problem is if we don't get it to go away... Uh-oh. While it's chasing us into the center. Kind of fucked. We are kind of fucked. Oh, I thought that first proc was the bleed proc. Holy shit. Oh, no. Thank you. Never mind. We did it. Oh, I tried to use my ult to iframe. I guess I was mid-combo. We got 14,000 kbps in OBS, so that might be why we're lagging actually. Just the stream. Actually, I think this game is just so popular that the servers are like they weren't ready for 3,000 or what was it, 3 million people. That's how many copies they announced that they sold already. Oh, I have Carrion Slicer too. That's cool. Oh wait, I could level up. So now we're halfway to max on night 1. If we hit the castle, it would have been good, but that guy went straight for the castle at like level 2 or 3. I think we were 4 Actually, like one of like the lowest levels I've seen people head towards the castle. And normally it's not a problem if you grab the healing, but he didn't get any healing, and we got the bell-bearing hunter, so it was like the most unlucky roll of the castle to do. And then he committed. He just kept dying over and over. Still talking about him, but it's a lesson. Please, Yad, if I ever get you in my party, do not play like that. I will be so disappointed in you. I just analyzed a million reasons why he's wrong. We'll leave it at that then. And we'll compliment our teammates now, because these guys are fucking killing it. We got their quest done. We've hit every single fucking available zone, monument, I don't know, landmark. Okay. Let's hit this first, and then I will agree to go to the castle. Do we have any flasks to get? I kind of want to grab that. Is the running... It's the fucking... Get him! Rattle them, boys! This game is so much fun when you actually have a team that cooperates. I don't even need to be in voice chat. You just need a team that wants to play the fucking game. I would hit that and then fly over, jump up here, grab this, and then head toward the castle. But I doubt our team is gonna go for such a thing. See, but like just jump over this, hit that, and then you're making progress. You could probably even just fly to any of the zones that you want an item from in like this area cluster. Drop early, do that, hit this, and then try to do the castle as the circle's closing. You're fast as hell. Actually, let's check the underground. We got the bell bear. What are the odds we get it twice in a row? Yay. Okay, this does bleed and... Holy damage. Okay, fuck. Ooh. Alright. I actually want to be targeted. This is the cockiest thing I think I've ever said. I would rather the final boss target me because I know I can dodge his combo. I don't know how my teammates are. That's the douchiest thing you could say, but it's just true at this point. I know that I know how to fight the final boss. Like I've killed him like 19 times, some crazy shit. It was like actually probably higher than that, but they have a stat book that tells you how many times you've defeated the boss. And last time I checked, it was like 14 or something. Oh shit.
But the little villager, bent on sacking lands of gold.
Okay, I really got invisibled. Come in here. Get in here. I don't want to get fucking blown up. And fight one of the hardest goddamn bosses. He's normally not that hard, but he can teleport you no matter where you are. And they added a bunch of moves to him in this. So, he's pretty hard. This version of him is. Just picked it up off the ground. Cool. They were smart to like back up into that. It wasn't just my ping. They were the other guy already knew. They already knew what they were doing. Ulcerated trees? I was reading. I was a little distracted. Oh, we're set. The last flask is actually in the ring. Oh, okay. Pop my health off. Go for the proc. I'm used to a great sword range now, if I'm being honest. Uh-oh. Oop. No, I dodged into the flame. And now we get healing. Do I have a key? No, we're fine. That's good for the random ailment boss that we're about to fight. There we go. That was really fucking cool. We both jumped up into like the same animation. She wanted that talisman. I can't blame her. She probably didn't expect us to kill the boss that fast. So she was like, I'm gonna go grab this talisman and I'm gonna go down and help them. It's a good strat. That's actually something you should do. It's just we got a low level boss right there, so we killed it in like 2 seconds. Never know. I'm getting a second upgrade for my other dagger. Fuck, I think I went the wrong way just now. Okay, never mind. Nope. Damn, that would have been perfect. Whoa, shit! Okay, well actually this is really good. Okay. Hold on while I decipher which loot I want real quick. Not gonna be casting too much, and this is probably gonna help. Can't guarantee I get poisoned. Like a ghost. This is fine. This is fine. Right? Oh shit. We gotta climb. Please be a low level monster. Okay, well. But how cool would it have been if I like killed a Black Knife assassin there? There's like different tiers of monsters. Dragon's Fire? Big dragon? How much health does it have? About to die? Sounds like a plan. Are they gonna kill the dragon and heal up? I gotta kill it fast then. Let's see, do I have a casting? Yeah. Can I get there in time? Damn. Oh, we're fucked. Okay, I'm just gonna go down as one heal. There we go. That explains a lot, actually. I got to co-op my own backstab. That's cool. Never seen that before. Three sentinel and the 2 horsemen. I got false staggered. They added an animation to everyone in this game and it keeps fucking me up. It's like a fake stagger. It makes the sound effect, but they don't do that. Like the full knockdown animation. They kind of just take a step back and then they're like, just kidding, it's time to die. Who needs healing? Oh my god, all of these are such good drops. This will help me. All I need to do is dodge. It sounds easy, but... Shinobi. That's the character. That's my teammate's name. I got my holy dagger. Why did you drop that? Are you guys down an item? Oh no, they don't know how to build passives. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh, you can have 2 of those? That's cool. That's fine. Wait. You can't have 2 of these. Someone come pick that up. I was gonna buy it for him, but then I thought it stacked, so I was like, oh shit. You're comping my steez. That's funny. That's the oldest shit. I don't know if you... That's like 90s lingo. I tried to reach back because she's in like old English, like royal duchess attire, but I couldn't think of anything like British. I don't know. Oh shit. Oh, that did a lot of damage to him. We take those. Everyone needs a big weapon so that they can revive their teammates. Fuck, I went the wrong way. I'm using gold and she's using like black and red. He's dancing a little too early. Speaking of too early, I threw that attack too early. No. It looked like my character dodged into that. Like they moved forward, but they got hit anyway. That was weird. It dodged, kid. No. Trying to save my healing. Backfired. Oh shit. I might get put down again. We're good. He didn't like that. It's actually a really good ult because now the tank has aggro. It's so good. I stealthed only me and the other Duchess. That Crimson Whirl. Do the prayer. Do the pre-game warm-up. Okay. It healed me, technically. Fucking easy, dude. Holy damage is his weakness. And then you give him the emote. I think you get the emote if you use it. Like if someone uses it in your lobby, you get it. So I just gave them both the emote that I just used. It's the pre-order. See, that's the kind of get back all the way back, looped around to game design. That's what I'm talking about. Even if I don't get the chapter, I'm glad we at least got a W, but it's worth it. And this game is fantastic with game design. The story is well designed. It loops back and doesn't tread on the toes of the base game Elden Ring. It doesn't fuck with the story. You got the map design, which I really like. It changes just enough to feel different every time. Like, I have to check the map. I can't just assume things are going to be in certain areas. Like, they can change. It can change up like it did last time, where all of the healing was on the north end. And we had to, like, fly around the island to get our healing on day 2. So, like, everything, I think. Character design is great. Interface is hard to design, so the information, and I think it needs to take priority, but it's already in the game. I was wrong with my original criticism that they don't have it anywhere. It's just buried in, like, in a menu, which is the index, and then in a menu, which is the skills at the bottom, and then at the bottom of that menu. So you go into the visual codex, you scroll down, click, and then you go into the skills tab and you scroll all the way down. And then that's where it tells you the skills. And I think my criticism still stands that they need to make that stuff more upfront in the tutorial area instead of you having to go find a book and then read about your character. It's like listed with a bunch of shit. So it's not just character skills. That's another little thing. There's like so many sections in that visual codex that I understand people who don't want to read anything are never gonna get that, and the game doesn't just teach it to you with a prompt. So that's the one thing I say, but it's like barely a criticism because they already put the stuff in the game. They just need to make it show up in the tutorial area. That's literally it. So it's not really a criticism. It's just I would want a quality of life change. That's the way to phrase it. And they're already doing that. Again, with games as a service, to bring it full circle, right? Games as a service, they update the game, they add content, they add DLC, they're gonna potentially add story, potentially add bosses, right? All of this cool shit that when the servers go down, you still have access to. You can still play, you can still enjoy the thing you paid for, right? All of the money you put in doesn't go away. I would be surprised if From Software made this game to show people how to really make live service games. That would be really cool. And you could only play this for a set amount of time, right? When the servers go down, you could play it offline, but it's not the same as how we all play together in this, like, mixing of the multiplayer worlds, where sometimes I go to a person's world, sometimes they help me in mine. So look, we just became some light, right? We just turned into a light. That light right there that's zipping by the screen. Rewind if you don't believe me. We just turned into a light. Where does that light go? Right? We faced the darkness, the chaos. We just went through the chaos of the mixed up time. And now we are a light. Goes up through the grace section right there, right? Where the grace is in the round table hole. And it seems like they just go randomly out. I'm like asking in real time. Chapter 6 of the Silmarillion really threw a curveball at me. It was like, you're right, but also it's way more fucked up than you thought. I was like, okay, dude. I was wrong with Sauron's origin story. I actually wasn't. I just got one detail out of order. He is a corrupted entity because Melkor can't create life in the era of the Maiar, but he's like a shadow necromancer. Junya Ishizaki, thank you for being an amazing director. This game is fucking fantastic. And Yuki Toga, server programming is so hard, I can only imagine how hard it is for one person. That's fucking insane. Especially because you have to compensate for the growth of the game, and you went from maybe expecting 1 million sold to 3 million, so that guy's working overtime. I wouldn't be surprised if they add more people to the server list. Okay, so look, the gold is in the background there, right? We turn into that light. Now what? Where does that light go? Right? The fallen leaves tell a story. That's the beginning of Elden Ring. The fallen leaves tell a story. That's what they say at the beginning of Elden Ring. And the end. The beginning and the end. So that golden light comes from the Erd Tree, right? Shot up through the Grace. The Erd Tree is also where the Round Table Hold is currently. It's all starting to make sense to me story-wise. I highly recommend reading the Silmarillion. I was just ranting and raving about how good games are, but there are still fantastic novels and movies and shit like that that everyone should enjoy. And even if I'm a hater-ass bitch and don't like what you like, don't let me yuck your yum. Go enjoy it. The crownless again shall be king, huh? I just noticed up in the sky there's a reflection through the clouds of 2 moons, wherever you're walking. Look up at the top of this, rewind it, look at the top of the screen. There's 2 very distinct sphere shapes. It looks like eyes almost looking at you. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was like something staring at me. That's interesting. The world after finishing the game. After finishing the game, return to Round Table Hold to a time when the primordial Night Lord was not yet defeated. Relics and Merc that were held at the end of the game are preserved, and the journey carries on. A lost city that was desolated in a single night and sealed underground, so it wasn't originally underground. The vast city, showing no signs of life, is brimming with curses and overrun by undead. The sole remains of those who sought the secret treasures said to be hidden in there. An object from an age long past lies enshrined here, the means to duplicate any weapon, or so it is said. Weapons are souls. The ability to duplicate a soul would mean you can maybe keep yourself alive an extra time if you were to fall. Preserve a soul. Is that the secret? I don't think it said new chapter either. How the fuck? It gives you a notification. Like, maybe we just talk to them, but normally they'll have like a exclamation point.
The night could swallow. Don't expect. When do we fight? The land, I suppose.
Huh. I just have to look up a guide, because I did everything. I beat other bosses, I died to bosses, I beat the final boss. I do not know what... It's going to be a very specific boss, or I need to have the relic equipped. But I would need to go buy a flask for that, right? It would be green. Do I have a green one for her? Yeah. Alright. That'll be next episode. right? No, I don't even have... Oh, yeah. I don't think he's weak to poison. Alright. Nice. That's broken as hell. Holy attack power up. Alright. I'm gonna call it here. And I'm gonna get back to game development. I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow, though. Just to get this goddamn game done with as fast as possible. And I'm going to just be, you know, shortening, not the stream, but kind of focusing on getting as much done as possible, even if it takes like 3 hours like it just did. And then I'll go back and we should be fine. Alright. We should be able to beat the game faster, but I'm going to be doing game dev after stream, so hopefully that without the days in between I'll actually be good and practice. So thanks for watching, guys.